So we continue our CSS session. So in this demonstration, we're going to talk about selectors, properties and values. Right? So what we will be learning in this session? We'll be learning about simple selectors. Okay, first we'll get into simple selectors, then we'll go to subsequent topics. So what is simple selector? So when I say simple selector, when we apply CSS or cascading style to an element, we select the element based on its name, okay, or based on its class, or based on its ID. This is called simple selector. So I can have an HTML page with lot of elements like H1, H2, or divisions, paragraphs, or any other elements, HTML5 elements, footer, header, whatever it is. Then I want to apply style to one of these elements based on its name, for example. Then I can select the name of the element. For example, you see, I can call it as a section. Okay, for all sections, I want to apply a particular style. Section background should be light blue in color. Then I can select that particular section only, okay, in CSS by just saying section, then flower bracket, then apply the style. Background color is light blue. So this is an example for a simple selection, simple selector. So I just name the element, then apply the style. So that example we will see right now in the practical demonstration. So you can see here, I'll just comment everything right now. You see, I'll just Control A for selecting everything, then Control /. Okay, so it has commented out everything. Now I'll just save it. I'll go back to my HTML page. Okay, so I'll just comment it out. Control /. So everything is commented out. I'll just remove this. I'll just show my page. See, I'll just close this. Yeah, I'll just start the live server. Go live. Go live. It opens me the browser. Yeah, so you can say I think I put somewhere because of this character. Sometimes when it happens, so we have to look at the HTML page and correct it. Save it. Now empty. This page is empty. Okay, I'll just open this page in Google Chrome. I'll just, okay, so see the page is empty. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to design my page using some, okay, header, for example, header. It's an HTML5 element. So I say this is my header section. Okay, this is my header section. Then I have a footer, not footer, I'll just put some sections. Okay, this is my section 1. Sorry, this is my header header. Okay, I'll call it as, this is my section. Okay, then I will have one more section. I'll just copy this. Okay, this is my section 1, I'll call it. This is my section 2, I'll call it. Okay, fine. Now I can have a footer. Okay, so this is my footer. Footer actually. Okay, fine. So now I have got some HTML5 elements. Apart from that, I can have a simple paragraph with a lorem. Okay, fine. So I given certain elements over here. I'll just show me the output so you can see it. It's a plain HTML page with no attractive look. Fine. This is my header, section 1, section 2, footer, everything. Now we are going to apply CSS using simple selectors. Simple selectors. That's what we're going to see. So I'll go to my style page. Already this HTML page is linked to that style.css. So everything is set. Now I'll go to my style.css. Now I'll just go to top. Okay, first I look at my elements of my HTML page. Header is there. So what I'll do, I'll just say header. open flower bracket, then close flower bracket. I'll just say background color. Okay, background color I can say. I'll just say Alice or aquamarine. It's a stylish color. Okay, header is aquamarine. Then I'll just go to my section. Yeah, section. I'll just go there. Section. Okay, background color. I'll just change the color to something else. Okay, let us call it as okay, blurry wood. It's a stylish color again. Blurry wood. Now I'll just show me the output. So look at this. So this header, okay, header element has got a color of light blue. I think that color is aquamarine, and this is blurry wood. Blurry wood. Okay. In the same way. Now, in fact, what happens is there are two sections here. Look at section 1, section 2. Both are of same color. Now, what I can do, I can enhance my output, but you see they are close to each other. They are almost they are attached to each other. So I would like to give a space between them. Okay, to give a space between them, I can again go for CSS rules. Okay, and apply some margin between them. So what I'll do, I'll just go there. Okay, for this header now I'll just margin bottom margin. Bottom margin is nothing but there is a gap between this header and this section. Okay, so margin bottom I'll just give 10 pixel. I'll save it. Now you can see there is a 10 pixel space between this header and this section. Okay, then between sections also I can give some space. So what I'll just go to section. I'll just say border. Sorry, not border. I'll just say margin bottom. I can just give 10 pixels again. 10 pixels. I'll save it. Now look at this. There is a 10 pixel margin between this section and this section. Okay, of course you can have some other things like border. Okay, border I can say 1 pixel solid. Okay, black color. So you can see the header will have a 1 pixel width of margin. Sorry, border and black in color. Okay, so all these CSS rules can be applied. So this is called basically, okay, this is called your element. Element is selected. Then we select the property colon value. Okay, so that's what we are discussing in this demonstration. So there can be multiple properties and associated values, and you can select a single element. So this is a simple selection. Simple selection means this header is applied these styles, and section, all sections. As of now, both these sections, they are looking same. Only thing is the content is different. So the output is also, the CSS is also same, because we are applying the CSS to both these sections. Okay, so you look at that, it looks same. Okay, now what happens? I'll just go to my footer. Okay, I'll come back to the section later on. I'll just select my footer. Okay, I'll just say a background color of light salmon. Okay, then I'll just save it. So look at this. My footer, it's salmon color. But see, you can ask me, you can have a doubt. See, when we say footer, it should come to the bottom, no? But it's not like that. It's only a semantic tag. It just conveys the meaning to the browser. But just because you name it as a footer, it never comes down. It never comes to the bottom area of your page. It is our responsibility to bring that element to the bottom. Okay, if you keep it on top and say footer, it will still be at the top only. It will never come to bottom. Okay, vice versa with header also. Header, if you bring it to bottom and you call it as header, it will be only at bottom only. It won't go to top. Okay, fine. So look at this. Now there is a gap. So of course, this is called a light salmon color. Okay, then this is footer, and because of the bottom margin of the section, you are able to see this space. You are able to see the space. Okay. Of course, you can increase the space if you want. So what I'll do, I'll just for the footer, I'll just say margin top. So top margin I'll increase to 20 pixel. So see, I want to show you. See, now this is 20 pixel, but if you think already we have given 10 pixel of bottom margin for this section, for all sections, and 20 pixel for the top margin of the footer. So it should be 30 pixel, but no, Okay, CSS does not work that way. So it will take only the greater among them, bigger among them. So this particular footer section, sorry, footer element has got a top margin of 20 pixel. So only that will be applied. That 10 pixel will be hidden, or it will be completely omitted, eliminated. Only this 20 pixel of top margin will be applied. So this is the thing which you have to know. Okay, fine. So what happened? So we have applied to the various, okay, header, section, everything. Of course, you can change the color if you want. You can change it here to something else. So I can make it a blue or violet. So I just save it. Look at this. It looks kind of violet. Okay. So I think we discussed in the last class also. Now I would like to have a difference between these two sections. That means what? Between section, I want to have a different colors. Every section, see, section 1 should be in a different color, section 2 should be a different color. So in that case, what we cannot differentiate. So what we can do is, we can have go to HTML page and you can give an ID for this section. So let us call the ID is equal to S1. That means section 1. For this, I just give ID is equal to S2. S2. So ID uniquely identifies an element in your web page. Okay, fine. So see, the same ID should not be used for multiple elements. This is the thing which you have to remember. So S1, if I use for this section, the same ID S1 should not be used for some other element. ID is unique. ID should be unique. It's like an Aadhaar ID, Aadhaar card. Okay, now I'll save it, but still there will be no changes because we have applied the style only to sections. So what I'll do in simple selector, I want to have the section with S1 ID should have this color. So what I'll do, section hash denotes ID in CSS. I'll just say S1. Okay, so this denotes ID. This denotes the name of the ID, S1. So that will be blurry wood. Okay, then I come here. Okay, I just go here and just copy this. Control V. I just go to section with ID S2. Okay, hash denotes ID. S2 denotes that ID, name of the ID. This will be a different color. So I'll just go to some other light sea green. Light sea green. Okay, I'll get semicolon. Look at this. I'll save it now. Now look at this. This is blurry wood. Section 1 is blurry wood. Section 2 is sea green. Look at this. Now we have differentiated, or shown differences between the two sections by having an ID. So look at this. This section has got an ID of S1. This has got an ID of S2. So in simple selector, apart from selecting the name of the element, we can identify an element by using its ID also. Fine. So apart from ID, we can have one more thing called. So what I'll do, I'll just put a paragraph. Okay, I'll just say P. I'll just say lorem. Okay, lorem. I'll have 3 paragraphs. Look at this. Okay. Now these 2 paragraphs now. They see, for example, this is a different kind of text. I'll just call it as lorem 10. Lorem 10. So this is lorem 10 actually. That means only 10 words will be there. Dummy text will be created for you. So I think I can just maximize it a little bit. Yeah. See, now at the bottom I have given 3 paragraphs. Okay, and first 2 paragraphs should look same. Okay, so that means the style of the first 2 paragraphs should look same, but this paragraph should be something different. The style should be different. How do I set it? So what I can do, for these 2 paragraphs, I can bring it under same class. So I just class P1. So look at this, class P1. That means these 2 paragraphs belong to a class called P1. Okay, P1, that's it. You can give any name you want. It need not be P1, you can give X, Y, Z, whatever it is. Generally, it should be a context sensitive name. That is a good convention. Then for this P, I can give an ID or class, whatever. Let us call it as a class P2. This comes under class P2. Okay, now we have an attribute called the class and value called P1, P2, whatever it is. Okay, now this every paragraph has been identified with a class name. First 2 paragraphs with the class name P1, the third paragraph with the class name P2. So now how do you set style for this? So where to go to style dot CSS? I'll go here. I'll just say P dot. So dot denotes a class, and then the class name P1. Okay, so I'll just say background color. Okay, I'll just say background color of. I'll give a light, sky blue or slate gray. I'll give. It's a good stylish color. Fine. So you see, any paragraph with a class name, dot denotes class inside CSS. But in HTML you have to say class. But in CSS, class is denoted by dot, and P1 it denotes your name of the class. Okay, name of the class. So this P1 should go with this one. This P1. Look at this. This P1. These two P1. Okay. Now what happened? So it is given a gray color. Then the same paragraph with a class name of P2. P2 background color. I'll just say light. Okay, I'll put a pink, light pink. I think that's good. So I'll save it now. Now look at this. Look at this. Now this is a first paragraph. You look at this. This is first paragraph. I'll just highlight it. My mouse has gone somewhere. Yeah. See, this is the first paragraph, and this second paragraph. They both have a background of light gray because they both belong to a class called P1. And this paragraph, this paragraph P2, it's a different paragraph, so it's light pink. If you want, I'll make it as a blue color so that you can just see the difference. See, look at this. It's blue in background is blue in color. Okay. So what happened? We have discussed about the various elements. Okay, and the elements, how they are identified inside your CSS page. With the direct element name, you can identify and apply the CSS styles. Or what you can do, you can go for your identification by using either an ID for every element. Okay, and ID should not be repeated for multiple elements. It should be unique for every element. Or you can have a class name for multiple elements, so that you bring all your elements under the same class, with the same class name, and then you apply the CSS. Right? So I think this gave you an idea of how do you apply simple selectors. Simple selector means either direct element or with a class name or with a identification, ID name. Okay. So we will meet in the next demonstration some more examples. Thank you.